All right, it's time now for our Athletes of the Week here on Mid-Minnesota Sports, and it's presented by Diamond Point and Sauk Centre. With us today, a couple of Sauk Centre tennis players. This is Jessica Rodenbiker and Molly Weir, and they make up the #1 doubles team for the Sauk Centre tennis team. Hey, congratulations, first of all, on the start of the season.
Yeah, it's been really good so far. We're 6-1 right now. We just had a match yesterday against BBE, and we won 7-0, so it's looking good so far. It's been lots of fun.
Let me have you introduce yourself, okay? Tell us who you are, what grade you're in, and tell us about your family, okay?
Okay, I'm Jessica Rodenbiker, and I'm going to be a senior this year. My parents are Brett and Jeannie Rodenbiker, and I have two older sisters, Chris and Callie, who both are at Concordia Moorhead. They just started there Sunday, so.
Okay.
And I'm Molly Weir, and I'm going to be a junior this year. And my parents are Jeff and Nancy Weir, and I have an older brother, and he also went to Concordia Moorhead, but he's graduated, and now he's going to Luther Seminary.
So what's the chance of you going to Concordia?
I am such a procrastinator, so I don't really think about college, but I mean, I like the campus and the area, so we'll see.
Okay.
I have to start thinking about it sometime. So.
All right. Let's talk about playing doubles as a tennis player. Now, in the last several years, you've been playing with your sister and now playing with Molly. What changes do you go through, and what does it take to be a good doubles player with your sister and now with Molly?
It takes a while to get used to a new person. And as far as my sister, we did a lot of hand signals, so it's just something you do on the court to try and get more in the opponent's mind, and they have to think a lot more when they return the serve. And me and Molly don't do that as much, but we have a lot more strengths as far as she's really good at like ground strokes and returning those very consistent, and we're really good at knowing where we are on the court, I think, just so if one of us would like swing and miss on a shot, the other one will be there to back him up and just have you back like that.
Let me ask you, too, how you got started in tennis. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I mean, my sisters always played tennis when I was little, so I would just go out to the courts with them and hit around. And I guess I tried swimming for like a year in 4th grade, and I didn't like it as much as tennis, so I just stuck with that, and I've always enjoyed it. I guess it was just my sisters, that's why I started out there and stuck with it.
And my obvious question, though, to you is, being taller, we see you play basketball and see what you do out there. How come not volleyball?
I guess volleyball really wasn't ever even a thought for me. I don't know why. I guess no one in my family has ever been in volleyball. Like even with my mom, they were always in tennis. So I think that was a big reason. And I guess I don't know.
Well, hey, and that's okay. You're doing well with what you're doing. What would you say to some younger athletes, too, girls that are in junior high, 7th and 8th grade, or summer rec, to say some words to them to encourage them to be a tennis player?
The tennis team is really tightly knit. Like, you make a whole lot of friends, and you just spend all this time with them, and it's really fun, and everybody is really supportive, and the tennis team is it's great. It's really a great atmosphere.
Can you say something about that, too?
Yeah, and I know we are down in numbers now, so you might get to play a bit more at tennis too, and it's a lot of fun, and yeah, join tennis.
Are there players in the past that you've kind of looked up to, or even on the pro tour right now? You see some of the younger girls that are really doing well right now. Cece is doing pretty well, and things like that. Are there girls that you can mention?
Well, when Laura Hinson was on the team, I definitely looked up to her. She was definitely a role model for me. I really enjoyed watching her play.
Okay. How about you? You better remember.
Obviously, my sisters are always my role models. Yes, I did watch them a lot, and Crystal Heinen and Katie, our coach, too. I watched her play a lot, and I guess it's weird. It was always the singles players that I watched, but I'm not a singles player, and I love doubles more than singles, but I always was drawn to watching them, just the long rallies, I found it cool to watch.
Okay. You mentioned something about the hand signals. As we watch you play, can you kind of let us on the inside? What are you doing out there, and what does it mean? Okay,
so there's thumbs up means poach, which is you switch when you're at the net. This is I formation, which we don't use that one this much, but you go to the middle, and that helps with my height because I'm tall, so I can try and just pick off everything at the net. This is serve and volley, so you serve and you come to the net and volley, and this is a fake poach, so you pretend like you're going to switch, but then you go back to normal. So, yeah, we use serve and volley a lot and fake poach a lot, I would say.
Now, when you use these signs, you're not doing this, but you're putting them behind you. Is that it?
It's so the other team doesn't know what you're doing, and it's like the element of surprise. So it catches them off guard, and then you win the point.
So is that then part of getting used to playing with each other then throughout the season?
Yeah, definitely. And we didn't do hand signals at all last year, so we're just learning how to do them now and kind of relearning that. So it's a new thing, and we're just practicing it on more of the games that are going better. We pull out the hand signals and work on them a little bit. And just knowing what to do when, because on second serves you don't want to do some of the hand signals because their return's going to be a lot faster because the serve is slower. So just learning what signal to do at the right time. That's
okay. I can already anticipate your answer to this. Playing with a person like Jessica or just being around the team, they're very supportive, right? If you miss a shot or your serving is not going well, she's pretty supportive, right?
Yes, all the time. Another thing about doubles is that you never, ever get frustrated or angry with your doubles partner ever. You're always supportive, because if you get mad at each other or something goes wrong, the whole entire game is just going to go down the toilet. So,
Well, do you see that from other teams, and can you use that to your advantage then?
you can definitely tell when other teams start to get frustrated, and some girls will kind of get snippy with their partner, and you kind of do take that and you start to hit it towards the girl who's frustrated, and it is a little bit of a mind game, tennis, sometimes.
I like one move that you guys do too is the you don't high five, do you? What do you do?
We hit our rackets a lot. We bump them after every point just to kind of let them know if you mess the shot up, it's okay. Like, we're not mad at you, because that if it does start getting in your head and you think that your partner is frustrated with you, that really can affect how you play. So just try to keep it positive.
All right. Well, thanks for visiting with us and giving us a little insight on how to be a doubles team. And congratulations again on the start, and keep it going, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Molly.
thank you.
This is Molly Weir and Jessica Rodenbiker. They're our Athletes of the Week on Mid-Minnesota Sports, and it's presented by Diamond Point in Sauk Center.